Hey y'all, thanks for joining us today. We're going to get into making our whipped body butter. It has shea butter in it, has coconut oil in it. It also has our homemade olive oil that is infused with chamomile. We have Brazilian clay to give it color, lavender to give it its scent. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to melt down our shea butter. But before we melt it all down, we got to blend it in. Weigh it out, make sure that we have the proper weight, and we're going to do the same thing with our coconut oil because those two are a really good base for a whipped body butter. They go on the skin really light and are very hydrating to the skin. So here you'll see that I'm going to be placing the bowl with the shea butter and the coconut oil into a pan of water to do like a double boil. And then as I'm doing that, I'm going to weigh out our olive oil that is infused with chamomile. To do an infusion, you just want to take your dry herbs and you heat your oils to do it quickly. You don't want to heat it to where it's boiling, but you just heat it enough to let it infuse. Usually it's about 2 hours on a simmer. If not, you want to put your dry herbs into your oil and let it sit for about 4 to 6 weeks. And that right there is a cold infusion. So you'll get all of the properties from the herbs within your oils. So here we're going to be blending in our melted oils with our liquid oils. Be very careful while you're doing this. Hot things happen with metals, so you don't want to burn yourself. So we're going to blend these two together and get them nice and integrated, and then we will be adding in our lavender essential oils as we get those weighed out to make sure that we got the proper amount for the amount of oils that we have, so it's not too strong. You want to make sure that you are using pure essential oils. You don't want to use like a fragrance. Sometimes people can be allergic to a fragrance and it can cause like headaches and things like that. So a natural essential oil is great. So I took my batter, basically, my oils, and I stuck them in the freezer for a little bit until they almost solidified. So you want them to be still kind of soft. You don't want it to be too rock hard. My last batch, I did the rock hard and it did not do the greatest in regards of whipping up quickly. So we're going to put it on our stand mixer here with our paddle, and we're going to get it whipped up. And then after it whips for a little bit, we're going to switch over to our whisk. The whisk will basically pull in all of the air to kind of make it nice and fluffy. The paddle is just to kind of get the larger, tougher areas that solidified to blend together. So right here I'm putting in some arrowroot. The arrowroot powder will help so that way your oils don't feel so oily on the skin, or your butters even. It kind of helps it to feel silky instead of greasy. And now we're going to put our color in, which is purple from our Brazilian purple clay. So everything in this whipped body butter is 100% natural. So if you're looking for something that doesn't have chemicals in it, this would be a way to go. I will put in our description about all of the benefits of each of the products within what we have of our body butters. So we're going to get it nice and whipped, Here I'm starting to put it in our piping bag. I did notice our first time around that it did not whip all the way, so I had to re-whip it. And we're going to get on to our canning part. So these are 4-ounce jars, and we're going to fill them all the way to the brim with the whipped butter. This butter, it smells so good. If you haven't tried our chamomile and lavender shampoo bar, this is kind of a rendition of that for your body instead. Like if you want to have like something to put on for dry skin, this would be great for it. But just like our shampoo bar, it is 100% all natural. Smells heavenly, and you don't have to worry about any chemicals or anything like that going onto your skin. Here I'm weighing it to make sure every single one of these is exactly the same weight, so that way everybody across the whole board is getting what they pay for, because I am all about making sure that you get what you pay for. So there's a little close-up to what our whipped body butters look like. I gotta take my gloves off and kind of give y'all a little sample from what was left over. So you can kind of see there's a little shimmer on my arm from the moisture from the body butter, but it does seep in pretty quickly. And this is great for applying to skin that's been irritated, or skin that's just dry from all of the winter, or from washing your hands a lot, all of that. This is what it looks like when it's packaged up, and I'll be ready to go with y'all. Have a good one. Thanks.